here's the melody. I think you know what it is. And here's the chords. Now I'll try and play guitar like a piano player. Oh, I'll try again, take two. See what I did there? Okay, so I combined the chords and the melody. As I added in different notes, I'll take you through it step by step. You see, here's a C. Now, I'll just backtrack a second. What happens is a lot of these notes are already part of the chord, you see. So what will happen is your pick just needs to find the melody note that's already there. Other times, you're going to have a note that is not part of the chord. So in the most layman way of speaking, you've got a spare finger, here's my pinky, I might add a D. So on, you just find the note. Now for all of this, of course, you've got to learn to read. So what happens is you have this sort of... So, let me take you through it step by step. I'll pull it all to bits like Lego. What you've got is a C chord, the melody note is a G, so it's part of the chord already. Then I go to an A, that makes it a C6, back, G chord now, and then the C against the G, G, A, B, C, it's a G sus4. And then A minor, the melody note E is part of it already, D, okay, so the D, right, is where am I, a fourth, okay, so, and then there's an F with a D, that's a F, what is that, it's an F6. You see? F against a C is a fourth, so it's a C sus4. There's a G with an E melody note, and the E against the G is a sixth. Now, I'm going very quick and I'm bamboozling you, I know. But what I'm saying, or what I'm trying to get across, is the system of it, do you see? It's really quite straightforward as long as you know two things. You know that you have a chord based from the scale, so I'll go all the way back to a C chord, there's your C. Then you take your scale, okay, and then what happens is as the melody note comes in, like if you're playing a C chord and then suddenly there's this D here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, C and 9, and that's the system, even with the bad singing there. And that's what sort of goes on with some of these melodic kinds of ideas that you can do. This is especially good when you want to back up a singer and they have what's known as an exposed note. They have to try and find the note, like a D, but on the chart it just says C. Where's my note? Give him one. It's much stronger, thank you very much. That's why I booked you as an accompanist. There you go, you see. So these are the kinds of things that comes under the banner really of musicianship, okay? I'm doing it with guitar, but someone would do it with piano, you know, that kind of thing. Because sometimes you'll have a note that a singer has to sing, but it's not part of the chord, okay? And all of a sudden, you know, it's like, without a net, oh, where am I? So here's just a little something on really just giving you a couple of little raw basics on how to harmonize melodies, how to put together extended chords. Always remember that a chord is essentially you've got three. You've got a major, a minor, and a dominant seventh, and everything else comes from there. Okay, so when you hear or see things like C add 9, you know, or C sus2 add 13, and all these crazy chords and all this sort of stuff, you know, like what happens is it's actually explaining everything that you need to make the chord, you see. So if you hear Hendrix going E7 sharp 9, you see, all that sort of stuff. So that's what goes on there. Anyway, there you go. Hope you got something out of it. This is ongoing, so it's all bits and pieces. One of the main things you want to do is just, if you really want to follow it up, get lessons from a reputable teacher. There you go.